Welcome back to the Jamaican Taste Buds Kitchen. My name is Aisha, and today I got something very special for you guys. I will be making some honey glazed garlic salmon with some shrimp on the side. Guys, this is gonna be a very delicious meal. If you want to know how I put the flavor of love into this wonderful dish, just stay tuned for more. Okay guys, so here are the ingredients for my honey garlic glazed salmon with shrimp. So I got about 1.5 pounds of salmon. I got about 1 pound of shrimp, some lemon slices, some ginger and garlic that I minced, parsley. I got some orange juice over here, about 1 cup, some honey, some soy sauce, onion powder, paprika, black pepper, some red chili sauce, some garlic powder, ginger powder, all-purpose seasoning, and some salt. And I'll be serving it with a side of homemade mashed potatoes and also some sauteed broccoli. Okay guys, so now I'm going to marinate my salmon with some powdered season. So I got some garlic powder, and I'll be putting this on both sides of my salmon. I got some ginger powder, about a teaspoon, about half a teaspoon of paprika, about half a teaspoon of onion powder, about half teaspoon of black pepper, about 1/4 teaspoon of all-purpose seasoning, and about a pinch of salt. Here's the thing guys, salmon has its own flavor, so you don't need a lot of salt. And then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna mix this dry seasoning into the salmon, just combine it, and then we're gonna set this aside. Okay guys, so now I'll be seasoning my shrimp. So I'll be using about half a teaspoon of garlic powder, half a teaspoon of onion powder, half a teaspoon of ginger powder, half a teaspoon of paprika, half a teaspoon of black pepper, and a pinch of salt. So now that I've combined my seasons, I am going to just marinate my shrimp. Now that my shrimp has been marinated, I'm gonna just set it aside. Okay guys, so what I have over here, I'm going to be making 2 different parts of base for my sauce, for my salmon, and also for my shrimp. So the first one I'll be doing is I will be adding some chili sauce. And guys, this is about a quarter of a cup of the chili sauce each. Okay guys, so right now I have some oil that I'll be heating up so I could sear off my salmon. But the first thing I'm gonna do, guys, is I have some ginger and I have some garlic. So what I'll be doing, guys, I'll be splitting the ginger and the garlic in 2 parts. 1 part for my salmon and 1 part for my shrimp. So I'll go ahead and I'll saute the garlic and the ginger for my salmon. Because guys, this is gonna give your salmon and your shrimp a very wonderful taste. And guys, that aroma coming from the ginger and the garlic is to die for. I just love ginger and garlic, guys. So we're just gonna saute that lightly. The next thing we're gonna do, guys, is just add our salmon skin side down to the oil. And guys, you gotta make sure that that oil is hot enough, or your salmon, any fish, any meat as a matter of fact, will start to stick to the bottom of your pan. And what will happen is that your salmon will come out of the pot in pieces. You don't want that. You want to save the shape of the salmon, that beautiful salmon. Don't ruin that salmon now. So what we're gonna do, guys, is just saute on each side for 2 minutes each, and then we're gonna take it out the pot. Okay guys, so the first 2 minutes have passed, and this is what my salmon looks like. I'm gonna let it cook for another 2 minutes, and then what we'll do is transfer it into our Pirates dish, and then add the sauce, the base, and then we'll put it in the oven. So we'll be right back after 2 minutes. Okay guys, so 2 minutes have passed, and in all, I seared my salmon on the stove for 4 minutes, 2 minutes on each side. So what I did is I put some lemon slices at the bottom. It's gonna give it such a nice flavor from the zest. I love the zest, guys. So I'll take the salmon out and show you what it looks like. So when I've seared everything on each side, this is what it looks like. And now my special sauce that I made from before, my base, I'm just gonna pour some of it. Remember guys, I'm saving half of it for my shrimp, so that should be enough. And then what I'll do, guys, is just lightly put some parsley on top to give it just a nice variety of colors. And then what we'll do, guys, we'll just pop the salmon in the oven for about another 10 minutes on 350 degrees. And guys, what I'll do is once I pop the salmon in the oven for 10 minutes on 350 degrees, I'll take it out. And then I'll baste my salmon with this wonderful mixture of honey and sweet chili sauce. Then pop it right back in the oven for another 5 minutes to have that lovely glaze, guys. So I'll put this in the oven for the first 10 minutes, and then we'll be right back. Guys, while my salmon is in the oven cooking, I'll be adding the other part of the ginger and the garlic, and I'll be sauteing this before I add my shrimp in. So this that I'm doing is for the shrimp, guys. After your garlic and your salmon have been sauteed, you're going to add your shrimp. And guys, what I'll be doing is I'll be cooking the shrimp on each side until the shrimp changes to a pinkish color, because the last thing we want to do is overcook the shrimp and then we'll have rubbery shrimp. So we're gonna cook it until it turns a slight pink, then flip it on the other side, and then we'll add our sauce in, because remember the sauce is gonna cook the shrimp the rest of the way, so we don't want to overcook our shrimp. Okay guys, so I'm just gonna flip my shrimp. Remember, we want them to be lightly pink, because the base that we made is gonna help to cook the shrimp, but we don't want to have a rubbery shrimp. Okay guys, so what I did was I poured off some of the oil, because the last thing you want is an oily shrimp. And then you remember that base I made earlier, so I'll be pouring this base, this lovely, delicious, sweet base into my shrimp. This is how we do it in the Jamaican Taste Buds kitchen. Ooh, look at that guys. So I'm going to cover this up, put a cover on this pan, and let it cook for about an additional 5 minutes. Let it come to a boil. So what's gonna happen guys, with the honey and the sweet chili, it's going to thicken the sauce. So I'll cover this up and then we'll be right back after about 5 minutes. Guys, this is what the shrimp looks like after 5 minutes, and I'm telling you, timing is everything. See how thick that sauce is guys? As I told you, that's from the honey and the sweet chili. Guys, this is how we do it in the Jamaican Taste Buds kitchen. And now you can just turn the stove off. Okay guys, so I have taken out my salmon after 10 minutes. You remember I talked about the glaze that we set aside with the honey and the sweet chili? I'm just gonna use it to base my salmon guys, to give it that nice beautiful color and also a delicious flavor guys. Alright guys, I'm just gonna pop this back in the oven for another 5 minutes, and then I'll come back and show you what my salmon looks like. Okay guys, this is what my salmon looks like after an additional 5 minutes in the oven. The aroma that's coming from the salmon with a mixture of the honey, the lemon slices, the garlic, the ginger guys, this is to die for. And guys, look at that. It is very tender, as you see. Okay guys, so this is the finished product for my salmon and my shrimp. This is the honey glazed garlic salmon, and I'm just gonna take some of the garlic sauce and just drizzle it over my salmon and my shrimp. And now this delicious meal has been completed. It's time for the taste test. Guys, this is such a beautiful dish right now, and that smell of the garlic and the ginger, that aroma is unbelievable. Look at that beautiful cut of salmon. So now I got my dish. It's time for the taste test. Guys, the best part about this dish is the honey. For me, is the honey. Guys, the lemon, the zest in the lemon, I just love the zest in the lemon, guys. And the shrimp is divine. As my granny used to say, I saw food for taste.